Good evening, I'm Dan Rather, and tonight on CBS News.
In a shocking development, the federal government says being broke is allowed, but if you're broke and glowing, you are officially now a suspect. You can't be glowing more than your financial status. Look your problem.
Producers have confirmed next season of Love Island will merge with the Hunger Games. Only one couple will survive the new format. Everyone else dies.
Senator Buck Nutley has unveiled his Big Girthy Bill, a new proposal meant to rival the Big Beautiful Bill. But does size really matter?
The shocking trend of Labubu violation continues as more and more people are finding their dolls' holes stretched wide open and reeking of shame.
If you thought Bigfoot was bad, wait till you meet his gooey cousin. A kumsquatch was just spotted in Dongwood National Forest.
Did you know IKEA has released a home glory hole kit called the Fuke Hole? It includes pre-drilled panels, mounting brackets, and a stain-proof finish. We begin with breaking news out of Massachusetts, where residents are reeling from what scientists are calling a cum-comet impact.
Officials are asking everyone to stay indoors and to wear N95 masks in case of cum aerolization.
President Trump kicking off another busy week at the White House.
It has been yet another eventful week in Washington.
The activity level is off the charts. The president dialed in. He is executing his agenda at a lightning fast pace. Here's something we rarely see in American politics. President Trump is actually keeping his campaign promises, and he's doing them as quickly as possible.
This administration's moving at political light speed, and they're just getting started.
We're going to have one shot at this, and no other president's going to do what I'm doing. Goodbye. We love you. We will be back in some form. Have a good life. We will see you soon. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's official. Former President Donald Trump will be running for president again in 2024.
Donald Trump got the stamina and the will to do this again? He's come under such tremendous...
Everything is on the line in this election.
A busy day in the campaign world up in Butler today. Former President Trump holding a rally at 5 o'clock.
He just tried to kill President Trump.
Not even an assassin's bullet could stop him.
It feels like the climax of a superhero movie. The first act, up 2016. The second act, 2020. The third act, he almost dies. And then what happens?
Donald Trump will become the 47th President of the United States.
Rare in American politics, a presidential sequel.
He believes he has a, quote, mandate to bring common sense back to the country.
It's our time to take up the righteous cause of American liberty and begin the most thrilling days in the history of our country. This will be our greatest era. With God's help, over the next 4 years, we are going to lead this nation even higher, and we are going to forge the freest, most advanced, most dynamic, and most dominant civilization ever to exist on the face of this earth.
He has the opportunity to reset everything around the world.
Under President Trump's leadership, the message to America's enemies is loud and clear.
Peace through strength is back.
No amount of hysteria, no amount of fear-mongering is going to shake the president's resolve.
This is the wholesale destruction of the liberal state. He is gutting liberal Washington, D.C. in a way that they say could be permanent.
47 means business. The White House is holding all the cards.
I return to the presidency confident and optimistic that we are at the start of a thrilling new era of national success.
The bottom line is whether you like Trump or you don't like him, you can't say that he's coming and not try to deliver, and he's doing so in historic fashion.
A tide of change is sweeping the country. Sunlight is pouring over the entire world, and America has the chance to seize this opportunity like never before.
We have breaking news. A laser-guided ship missile has just been launched from Rectomopolis, reportedly targeting Pennsylvania.
We're live from the scene where a laser-guided ship missile launched from Rectomopolis has struck Pennsylvania.
This just in, a pubnadal blankets St. Louis in a thick bush this evening.
Downtown is completely covered in pubic hair, causing highways to close out of caution.
It's coming right for us. We need to get out of here now. Oh my God, it's taking the houses.
A massive gizzard has buried Kamlambus in 2 feet of donglode. Locals blame the lack of preparation on Mayor Linda P. Slurp.
The city of Columbus is reeling today after an unprecedented event. What officials are calling a gizzard has left downtown streets. Customs officials at Orbital Port 69 have seized over 420 stolen jork blades, many still warm and dripping. A magnitude 6.9 queefquake rattled Clamlip Valley this morning, releasing a torrent of pussy farts. The children's reading session of This Little Piggy Got Pegged has been cancelled, with parents saying the book is too anatomically detailed for kids.
Lawmakers remain deadlocked on the big beautiful bill, with some saying $10 billion more is needed for fleshlights and robo-cooters for dudes on dry spells.
Los Angeles, because she served her fried chicken instead of a quinoa salad. Megan Mayonnaise went to the restaurant called The Last Supper, where she claimed she was flabbergasted that they would serve her fried chicken when she in fact ordered a quinoa salad. Ms. Mayonnaise said waitress Sharkeisha Trinity knowingly gave her fried chicken, although Ms. Mayonnaise pleaded that she didn't want to eat any urban food. We have Ms. Mayonnaise along with her attorney, Roger Bangher. Can you explain how you were feeling, Ms. Mayonnaise?
I told Sharkeisha Trinity 300 times, let me speak with your manager. And she just kept twerking, sticking her tongue out and laughing at me.
We have exclusive CCTV footage from the restaurant of Miss Mayonnaise and Sharkeisha's fried chicken confrontation. Miss Mayonnaise is suing Sharkeisha Trinity for everything she got, which is 3 deadbeat fathers and $100 in unpaid child support.
We need your $80,000 down payment now.
Can I do 6 child support checks, 1 EBT card, 10 Section 8 credits, and 2 Medicaid payments?
We take it all.
Welcome back to White News Network. I'm your host, Kimberly Kumquat. Today, the BFI released documents that claim no special files exist from that one famous island. Wink, wink. BFI director said, quote unquote, although you've seen plenty of known people at that island, no American people, you were just seeing shit. The BFI office also released perfectly edited 24-hour surveillance footage of that jail cell where the main guy in charge was being held. At this point, these guys are playing in our face. Most of you are too blind to see it.
Welcome back, folks, to the White News Network. I'm your host, Tom Blandley, and tonight a white woman is leaving her husband after trying a YN. HOA President Skylar White told WNN she is filing for divorce because, quote unquote, after trying a YN, you never go back. Her husband, Kevin White, owner of Proud Boys Country Club, says he is devastated by the news and that it is, quote unquote, total malarkey. The divorce hearing is set for July 13th at Cornbread District Family Court. If Mrs. White wins, she will be entitled to half of his shit that she never worked for. Next up, rock star Roger Bangher has already impregnated 3 women on his Fuckfest tour. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Want to do some totally unnecessary shit like mountain jump with a fly suit on? Then head over to whitepeopleshit.com.
Whitepeopleshit.com.
Swim with sharks. It's a blast. Make memories that last.
Whitepeopleshit.com.
Yo, yo. All right, all right. All right, let's do some news. All right, let's start off with Lefties losing it.
Now it's time for Lefties losing it, starting with why you should never pick the DEI hires. Here is Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police Department Chief Pamela Smith, a diversity pick herself, who seems to struggle with even the most basic of reporter questions.
What the chain of command is now?
What does that mean?
Well, is it Pam Bondi speaking to the mayor, speaking to you, or how does this work?
So the executive order is clear. The president has requested MPD services in our home rule charter.
Yo, what up, Lord of Brooklyn? I see you, Playboy. We want to run through some news. I like that they didn't start at the top of this off with Trump taking over D.C. and they didn't label this one DEI pick. Washington D.C. police chief doesn't even know.
No, she doesn't know it, scurries off, passes it on to the next person. And look, let's just get this straight. The police chief doesn't even know what a chain of command is. She doesn't know if she is the one in charge, would you believe? And this, folks, is what happens when you make the DEI pick the DEI pick. Because Pamela Smith, by the way, used to be the department's chief equity officer. And now, poof, promoted to chief.
Yeah, that's what I was saying yesterday. She was an equity officer. And then they made her chief. She made her chief of police. And we're wondering why the crime's skyrocketing in D.C.
No more. And now to MSNBC host Simone Sanders Townsend, who claims her vast life experience as a black woman provides a unique perspective on why adding more police will not make Washington, D.C. safe.
You don't think more police make streets safer?
No, Joe, I'm a black woman in America. I do not always think that more police make streets safer.
Oh, well, that solves it then, doesn't it? That solves all the problems because you're a black woman in America. And then the MSNBC continued to roll out the laughs. This guy is more worried about climate change than getting mugged.
When I go to DC, I'm not afraid of losing my wallet so much as I'm afraid of losing my vote.
Yeah, I don't know where they get these left-wing hacks. Look at this guy. It's like Johnny Rocket or something.
I'm not afraid of losing my wallet so much as I'm afraid that my children's freedom to breathe will be stolen in a world where climate change policy is non-existent.
This guy's talking about climate change with regard to DC and the murder rate. These armchair liberals have got to go.
Oh, I mean, it just shows you how out of touch these elite lefties are with middle America. They are completely divorced from actual reality. And now to the latest in lefty meltdowns over ICE arrests. This deluded CNN guest went into full brain fart mode, claiming the raids are so unfair because not enough Europeans are being deported from French bakeries at the same time.
They're not asking to go and raid, the French bakeries and the people who've come over from Europe.
Is there a bunch of French bakery issues that we don't know about tonight? Breaking news tonight, there's French bakery problems.
No, please.
He said, are there a bunch of French bakery issues that we don't know about? Yo, they're completely getting dismantled all through the media, and their approval ratings continue to drop. I really want to. Well, I think I got one clip for this evening because National Guard is already deployed in DC, and I'm overwhelmingly want to know what the metrics look like after this is over. Will they be able to accurately calculate a decrease in the crime rate, uptick in the number of arrests, what type of arrests they are? Have there been any shootings, homicides, etc.?
No, not the French bakeries, not the baguettes and the croissants, please, no. And now here is a PSA for all the ICE agents out there. Look out.
When Donald Trump's reign of terror is over, we will be rounding you all up and putting you in jail. We're going to raid and destroy your homes. We're going to handcuff you and take you away in front of your families. I'll fight a f***ing ICE agent. I'll take my chances in court. Around and find out. Have a nice day.
He seems like a real great guy. Great guy, doesn't he? Good luck with that one. And now to the psycho child, Greta Thunberg, who appears to be resurrecting her doomed Gaza mission.
We are sailing again to break the siege.
And this time, we're sailing with dozens of boats.
And with coordinated mobilizations from 44 countries.
Yes, the pathetic little goblin and her vegan-looking hippie friends are heading back out to the war zone on that freedom flotilla to save the world, apparently, because it went so well for them last time, didn't it? Well, despite the lefty meltdowns over Trump sending the National Guard to Washington, D.C., his plan has worked already.
Last night, approximately 850 officers and agents were surged across the city. They made a total of 23 arrests, including multiple other contacts. Last night, these arrests consisted of homicide, firearms offenses, possession with intent to distribute narcotics, fare evasion, lewd acts, stalking, possession of a high-capacity magazine, fleeing to elude in a vehicle, no permits, driving under the influence, reckless driving, and a bench warrant.
Joining me now is Newsweek Senior Editor-at-Large, Josh Hammer. Josh, good to see you. The left said it wouldn't work. They've cried, they've carried on, and look at the success in just 24 hours.
You know, not 20 minutes before I started chatting with you here on this show, actually, I got a text from a buddy of mine who lives in the DuPont Circle area of Washington, D.C. So for those who are not familiar, this is really one of the hardest hit areas of the crime epidemic in DC over the past 5 years. I used to actually years ago work for a company based right there in DuPont Circle, so I know it extremely well. What my buddy said was that when he was walking around a street nearby on Saturday to walk his dog, he saw a homeless person defecating in a lane on the road. And that as of this morning, he couldn't see a single homeless person around him, and that there were National Guardsmen everywhere. So order has been restored. Order has been restored to the nation's capital in the United States of America there. It's amazing, frankly, that it got to this point. I mean, this goes back all the way to 1973, this failed experiment. And yes, it is a failed experiment in Congress allowing D.C. to try to govern itself, which, by the way, is actually not what our founding fathers here in the United States actually envisioned. The federal district wasn't supposed to be independent at all, actually. It was supposed to be a tiny sliver where the lawmakers go to pass laws, get the heck out there, and Congress was supposed to run it.
Exactly. He's right about that. He's exactly right about that. Yo, what up? Quiet storm in the building. Yeah, we in here, bro. We're gonna do some news. I'm playing one of the clips she sent to me too. Yeah, we definitely in here. Where we at? Bang.
Off by a star.
Shit. Got your ass. And directly. But this policy is a rare win-win-win. It is good politics, it is good policy, and it is sound constitutional law as well. I'm a tremendous fan of this move, and it's already yielding results. And as someone, I live in Florida, but I'm in Washington, D.C. pretty frequently for this reason, that reason, and so forth there. I'm pretty excited, frankly, to go back the next time and see it all for myself.
Oh, well, that's really great to hear. And I've got to say, Josh, the left-wing media, though, they are still so in denial. Have a listen to US Attorney Jeanine Pirro go to town on a reporter who claimed that there was no crime in DC.
Oh, stop it. We are putting all kinds of resources onto the street.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Press release hailing the drop in crime rates at the end of it. What changed?
It's never enough. This changed. This changed. It's never enough. You tell these families crime has dropped. You tell the mother of the intern who was shot going out from McDonald's near the Washington Convention Center, oh, crime is down. You tell the kid who was just beat the hell and back with a severe concussion and a broken nose, crime is down. No, that falls on deaf ears. And my ears are deaf to that. And that's why I fight the fight.
Josh, that is one of the best.
Damn. I like Judge Janine Pirro too. I haven't been online all that. I didn't know she flamed out like that. That's good though.
Best shutdowns I have ever seen.
Yeah, Jeanine Pirro is awesome. She was actually the lead county prosecutor in Westchester County, New York, back when I was growing up in Westchester. So I've actually been familiar with her name for really, frankly, most of my life. I mean, ever since I was a child, frankly. So, it's really great to see Judge Janine actually get back out there because, she was doing the whole Fox News media circuit for a very long time. It's really amazing to see her get out there and try to enforce the law again, which is really the best thing that she is good at. This notion that the crime in Washington, D.C. is down, it's an absurd talking point. And what the left-wing media are doing here in the United States is they are saying that compared to 30 years ago, crime in Washington, D.C. is down, goes the claim. But why cherry pick the data? Why go to 30 years ago? If you actually go back to 60, 65 years ago, go back to 19.
Yeah, he's spot on. They are cherry picking the data with those stats. Aside from just changing current data sets, turning felonies to misdemeanors, the stats and the trend analysis that they're offering is based on data, and that's what I said. We're in a open citizens journalist economy with social media and stuff. They can't get away with all these fake numbers and what have you. The internet detectives will be on it.
60, I think, is the starting point there. Crime is at least twice, if not more than twice, that high in the nation's capital in Washington, D.C. Look, anecdotally, again, I can tell you as someone who has lived there for multiple years, I spent a lot of time in Washington, D.C. over the years. I know the city inside and out. Back in the day, you could walk around very nice areas, Georgetown, Foggy Bottom, Adams Morgan, DuPont Circle, and you wouldn't have to fear for a rape or a carjacking, a gangbang in there. But the fact that Washington, D.C. has gotten to this point, I think, can be illustrated by one recent example, and that's really all I need to prove my point, which is you had 2 Israeli embassy staffers who were gunned down in broad daylight, not 3 to 4 blocks from the National Mall there in Washington, D.C. in late May. People forgot that happened. That was in broad daylight in Washington, D.C. That's not the kind of thing that would have happened back when I was living just a few blocks from there myself 10, 15 years ago.
Bang, spot on. Let's go.
So like everyone else,
let me load up my next segment. We're going to do Adam Schiff because I want to stay on top of this Russiagate fiasco. This is Maria Bartiromo from Sunday Futures. I'm going to follow up on a segment on that with this Adam Schiff nonsense, because out of everyone, I think most people want to see Adam Schiff go to jail, primarily because he's so obnoxious and dislikable, aside from being Shifty Schiff.
Over and over again, Adam Schiff went on programs saying things like that. We never bought into Schiff's claims, of course, and our audience knows better. I spoke with current CIA Director John Ratcliffe repeatedly when he was congressman and on the Judiciary Committee over a 10-year period. Here's one of those conversations on Sunday Morning Futures so many years ago.
The Democrats have made the mistake of staking the credibility of all this on Adam Schiff. The person that they put in charge of this investigation turns out is the one that helped start it by meeting with a person who walked out of Adam Schiff's office and became the whistleblower. And at the very same time that that's happening, as you mentioned, now there's an Inspector General report that comes out that says during the last impeachment hoax, the Trump-Russia one, Adam Schiff repeatedly made false statements to the American people about the FBI's actions.
Adam Schiff was certainly out and about a lot throughout the last 3 years saying that there is collusion in plain sight. And now we get the IG report and we actually see the misconduct.
Shit, boy. Think I'm going to be the scapegoat for the whole damn machine? Shit.
Clarence is going to...
Shit, as far as the federal money's concerned, he's everything. The faucet, the goose. Oh, goose. The one that lays them golden eggs. Major crimes. Shit. They gonna come talk.
called errors, fraud, whatever you want to call it. What is your reaction to what you learned from Michael Horowitz?
It wasn't just that Adam Schiff was out and about. He put out a report that said there was.
No, I know you still here, quiet storm. I was trying to break it up. You see that Clay Davis montage?
No FISA abuse by the FBI. That was false. He said that the FBI didn't fail to turn over exculpatory information. That was false. He said that the Steele dossier was not a central part of the FISA applications against Carter Page. That was false.
When asked to comment, Schiff's office said this, quote, Kash Patel's latest smear against Senator Schiff is absolutely and categorically false. These baseless smears are based on allegations that were found to be not reliable, not credible, and unsubstantiated from a disgruntled former staffer. Ashley Davis, the whistleblower, says all this started because Adam Schiff assumed he was going to be the CIA director in a Hillary Clinton administration. Of course, President Trump won, and for years we poked holes in this ridiculous story of Russia collusion.
Yo, what up, Saul? You cloud watching? That's what's up. Saul in the building.
Off by a star.
Shit. Got your ass.
That Adam Schiff was going on all these shows claiming about President Trump. We knew better. And you know what's really incredible? That when you have the title of chairman of Intelligence Committee, people believe what you say, Ashley.
Absolutely.
So he's going all these shows with this title that he knows something that we don't, even though it was complete nonsense.
Absolutely, Maria. And first of all, good morning. But one of the major things I think that is different from what this story has been doing the last few years with just bubbling up is the fact that the FBI unclassified the 302 document from the FBI. So now there's real proof that Congress can see. They've obviously they already delivered it last night or yesterday afternoon to Congress. They can actually see the research, even though some of it's redacted. Here's what I'm watching. The number one thing. What is Chuck Grassley going to do? He is a huge supporter of whistleblowers. He has been after Schiff and what his in his leaking potential since 2020. He's chair of the Judiciary Committee. And how is he going to investigate or hold Schiff responsible? I think that's where the real power is right now.
Yeah, no, you're right. And also Pam Bondi and Kash Patel. We need Pam Bondi to actually pursue prosecutions here. This story ripped the country apart, Adam.
Oh, my gosh. It ripped the country apart. And you, thankfully, Maria, stayed on top of it the whole time. We always, as we were looking and talking back then, as we listened to Schiff, as we talked about Schiff, there was something about it that just didn't ring true. It was just so highly manipulated and so partisan. And imagine someone actually doing all of that, going down that road and creating, falsifying information for political gain. It's shocking.
Well, it's shocking because all it was always about was holding on to their grip on power. Jerry, it was all about power. They just did not want to lose their powerful position.
Spot on. Spot on. They just wanted to hold on to power. Now, granted, any political party does. But that has to be juxtaposed with policy that is beneficial to your constituents and the general American populace at large.
When Trump came in and changed all these roles, and in particular, Adam Schiff wanted to be the director of the CIA.
Right.
Now John Ratcliffe is that person.
Right, exactly. So, how things have changed, right? What's amazing to me is that Schiff, career intelligence officer, right, worked on the House Intel Committee for a decade. This is a fella who knew where the bright lines were and walked right over them.
Excellent. Let's go.
So, like everyone else, working class voters are fleeing the den.
All right, let's do, I think this is the one that Yeah. Quiet Storm sent me this one. Let's do California gerrymandering and Governor Newsom. He said, "I'm glad, you're mad this douchebag is governor of your state. Yeah, California's got it bad all ways. You got Schiff as a senator. You got Newsom as governor. You got Karen Bass as a mayor for LA. Um, I'm sticking with my story that they're essentially trying to destroy California in general, so that BlackRock and Silicon Valley can own more than half of California in terms of real estate and just everything. I mean, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it because a lot of that is how it's playing out. And they forced the mass migration from California. A lot of people from California moving to Texas and Florida. This one is making Newsom red with jealousy, says GOP strategist. That's a pun and a play on words. But let's get to the bottom of this ongoing threat of additional gerrymandering by the Democratic Party via Governor Newsom over here in California.
I wanted those individuals to know that they're on the right side of history here and that we support them. Those are the people that we should consider the 2025 candidates for the profiles and courage.
It's very ironic that they're complaining about Texas, which is much fairer than these other states that are completely unfair.
Quorum breaking is protected in our state's constitution. It is a tool the minority has to.
All right, no news. What's up, Playboy? Storm says California is officially brain dead. Voting population. Oh yeah, officially the most brain dead population of the U.S. in terms of voting. Now, I would agree with that in terms of its heavy, the density and population of how do we say it? These alternative liberals out there turning the state into a cesspool. To this day, I'm continuing to be shocked at the amount of socialists and communists. We always say this: the Democrats don't have a policy platform to stand on. And ironically, the only pieces of only policy ideas, albeit that they are horrible ideas, are coming from the radical left flank of the Democratic Party, and all of those suggested policy positions are socialists and communists.
To check the abuses of the majority.
You're including people who cannot vote, who have no entitlement to representation in the U.S. Congress or even in state government to be part of this. So, this should have been taken care of many years ago.
Lawmakers weighing in as the battle over congressional redistricting heats up across the U.S. Joining us now is Republican strategist Pete Seat. Let's take on the situation in Texas right now, Pete. What kind of political courage does it take for Democrats to up and flee the state rather than, see this redistricting plan go through that they don't have the power to stop?
There is no courage involved. This is childlike behavior on the part of Texas Democrats. Their job is not to hang out in a 4-star suburban Chicago hotel. Their job is not to hobnob with Kathy Hochul in New York, nor is their job to stand behind Gavin Newsom as he tries to launch his 2028 presidential campaign in California. Their job is to debate policy and cast votes on the floor of the Texas House of Representatives in Austin. That's what they were elected to do. I vividly recall here in the state of Indiana back in 2011 when Indiana Democrats pulled a very similar stunt. They went across the border to Urbana-Champaign, Illinois, and spent 5 weeks hunkered down in a Comfort Suites hotel trying to block right-to-work legislation. And what happened? That legislation ultimately passed the following session, and Democrats were on the losing side of the 2012 election. Republicans secured a quorum-proof supermajority that they hold to this day.
Yeah, and it seems to be an opportunity for the two governors of these states, Illinois and California, to get their faces in front of the cameras.
Yeah, they're trying to elevate their profile. They know that the Democratic Party is sputtering all across the country. It vacillates one day from Zohran Mamdani's socialism to Jasmine Crockett's cursing. And they, the party, Democrats, are looking for a face and a voice to try and lead them out of the wilderness. J.B. Pritzker in Illinois tried to capture that opportunity and fill that vacuum by aiding and abetting Texas Democrats. And Gavin Newsom, he is red with jealousy and said, no, come to California. I want the spotlight. I want to be the guy that goes toe to toe with Donald Trump.
But, you know, all of this complaining about restoring democracy or protecting democracy, California's governor would have to tear down democracy to make his plan work, wouldn't he?
Yes, he would have to do an end run on the California Constitution. There was a public ballot question on the ballot in 2010 that put in place a so-called independent redistricting commission, a citizen-led commission to redraw their lines. He has to go around that in an unconstitutional act to redistrict California. But it's also ironic that he's using this messaging of we're protecting democracy and Donald Trump is an existential threat to democracy. That is exactly what Biden-Harris and Harris-Walz ran on in 2024, and it didn't work. Donald Trump was reelected. But here are Democrats going back to the same
facts. This is a mainstream media broadcast, and they're echoing the talking points. You know, the Democrats have no policy or anything to stand on, and all they do is recycle sign language and fear-mongering.
well of messaging that doesn't work for them.
Pete Seat. Pete, good to talk to you. Thanks.
All right. I got I'm going to play this additional segment, but I got the full, I believe, Sha'Carri Richardson airport stop footage. I was going to save a piece to get Saul and Tito's reactions on Sunday. But when I was going to actually share Sha'Carri Richardson's apology on the community tab, and that was before I saw the released footage from the airport, which is crazy. She's actually up in there trying to get him arrested and lying on him, which is classic Keisha policy. It's almost like, okay, if my you saw it in real time, like if my reputation is going to be ruined, I'm going to ruin your career too, even though I'm the one that attacked you. And the lesson, boys and girls, with that is, I mean, this guy's a world-class athlete. He's an actual real Olympian, and he still gets the same Keisha. It's crazy. No News said, if Christian don't leave that 304, I'm going to be mad. If he don't leave her, then he's going to get what's coming to him. We've said that in his space. I mean, I'm sure he's going to see all the internet chatter about it, and there'll be a ton of red pill related talking points around that event. It's hard to be on social media and not come in contact with it with somewhere in your algorithm. But I think someone was making an argument that that's probably an ongoing thing with him and her, in that she's probably consistently beating on him and abusing him, and he probably doesn't think anything of it because she's 5'1". She's a little tiny thing, but nonetheless, a lot of these Keishas is unaliving dudes, man. So you got to be careful with that.
All right, now this. We're getting reports of new names, lots of new names being added to the short list to replace Fed Chair Powell next year. All right. I don't think you have time to mention them all, Lydia, but let's take a look.
It's a long list. We won't go through all of them. We already know about Kevin Hassett.
Oh, good. I'm so glad they're looking at Powell's goddamn replacement. This segment is Newt Gingrich predicts enormously bad midterm results for Democrats. Okay. I'm glad somebody just pretty much out and said it. Newt Gingrich, surprisingly enough, is usually very correct in his political predictions. We do know Democrats are at an all-time historic low since like 1920 something with regard to their party, and that doesn't seem to be changing anytime soon. And we do a by the numbers segment here, where we get the most recent polling and electoral data, and we get our guy Mark over at Rasmussen to go through the numbers. And we even do some, what do we do? With a couple of the other by the numbers channels, the map for forecast in terms of 2028 election and midterm elections, as it were. And all of the projection maps we've looked at so far, and even some of the polling info via Rasmussen, it seems to side with Newt Gingrich's call that Dems may have a really bad go at it in the midterms, which we are hoping for. That way we hold on to the House and the Senate, and we can get more legislation pushed through, bills, etc.
Kevin Hassett, who's director of the National Economic Council. And we also know about former Fed Governor Kevin Warsh. But now the list is reportedly up to 11 names. Some of them include Jefferies chief market strategist David Zervos, former Fed Governor Larry Lindsey, and Rick Reeder, chief investment officer for global fixed income at BlackRock. So interesting, some names from the private sector here too, Ashley. Fed Governor Chris Waller is also among them. But this just the sheer size of this list would suggest that this process is not going to happen overnight. This is going to take some time to vet 11 candidates. President Trump obviously has been very critical of Jerome Powell, our current Fed chair, but more recently, he's really backed off his comments about replacing him ahead of the term expiration in May. So it seems like we're going to have Powell through May, and we'll get the new name at some point, maybe not in the near future, but they are considering some folks. We should say that Fox Business is going to be live from the Jackson Hole Economic Policy Symposium next week. Our own Edward Lawrence is going to be there getting some exclusive interviews, and this may be a topic that we'll hear more about.
Indeed, with such a dramatic backdrop as well. I always love Jackson Hole. Such a beautiful place to talk about boring economics. Okay, thank you, Lydia. Right now, President Trump is expected to be speaking with European leaders and President Zelensky, all ahead of his meeting with Vladimir Putin on Friday. The call was supposed to begin at 9 a.m. Eastern. Of course, we are following that. Meantime, former Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich, joins us this morning. Great to see you, Newt. Let me ask
good to be with you.
Yeah, always. Does Donald Trump have the upper hand, do you think, in this meeting with Putin on Friday?
Well, he has the upper hand. That doesn't necessarily mean that the meeting will work. I've watched Putin for about 30 years. He clearly either thinks Donald Trump is stupid or he thinks that he's weak. Now, both of those are enormous mistakes. But for example, to have launched an offensive this week on the eve of coming to Alaska is a gratuitous insult.
No, I think Putin's trying to call President Trump's bluff. And part of me thinks that Putin actually still thinks that the swamp or the state apparatus that he's been used to dealing with through the past, 3-4 presidents, because Putin's been in power for quite some time. He's went through several presidential terms, and he made a statement before, like he knows how this works over here. I don't think that it's really sunk home to him how much fundamental infrastructure change that Trump has done to the Washington establishment and government, where they don't call the shots anymore, these bureaucrats.
To both Zelensky and Trump. And Putin engages in this. He's been lying to Trump now for 6 months. They have a call. They're very nice. The next day, he bombs an orphanage or a hospital or something. So Putin has been dealing with us with contempt. And that's a huge mistake. President Trump is very tough. He's very smart. He's very capable of walking out. I think when they negotiated with the Japanese on tariffs, the Japanese walked out 4 times. And Trump was comfortable. He Remember, he wrote a book called The Art of the Deal, and a better book called The Art of the Comeback. He's negotiated his whole life. And he also knows he has a bigger economy. He has a bigger military. He is in geographically better position. And he's not the one who has to worry. But Putin is running a bluff. He thinks that we're stupid and weak. Basically what he learned from Obama and Biden. And he's about to be in, I think, for a very interesting experience in Alaska.
Man, I didn't even watch this whole segment. He actually just re-echoed my whole point, and my whole take on that. All right, good.
Want to change gears here, Newt. Republicans seem to be the new party for working class voters. Some blue-collar workers believe that Democrats have abandoned them, have become too focused on cultural issues, progressive issues. I mean, is this just more than just a messaging problem for the Democrats? They are losing voters.
Look, Seth Keshel, who's the leading expert on voter registration, reports that we've had over 1,100,000 people since the election switch from Democrat to Republican.
Wow.
When you look at what's happening, it's pretty straightforward. You have a radical values, big government socialist party, people like Mondami, AOC. The reaction this week to Trump trying to save Washington, D.C., our national capital, the number of Democrats who basically spoke out in favor of crime and said they didn't want to see the city well policed. They preferred watching it the way it's decaying. They are driving voters away, and their negativity, blocking, for example, most of Trump's appointees in the Senate. The kind of negative behavior that the average American looks at and says, that's just wrong.
Yeah. And with that in mind, how do you expect this all to play out into the midterms next year?
Well, I think if the Democrats truly become the party of big government socialism, which is about a 19% issue, and if they truly remain the party of radical values, which is a 15 to 20% issue, they're going to have an enormously bad, almost a 1934 Franklin Roosevelt kind of election, because people are just going to walk off from them. You see this, I just did a podcast on Newt's World with the governor of Texas yesterday, and he was commenting on how much the valley, the area along the Mexican border, has shifted from a 20-point advantage for Hillary to a 20-point advantage for Trump. It is an amazing transition, and it's happening all over the country.
It is. And when you see politicians like Mamdani and Omar Fateh in Minnesota, I mean, this must be great news for Republicans because of their extreme views.
Look, it's bad news for the country, but it is, in fact, clearly going to define the Democrats, probably more even than McGovern did in 1972, when the country just walked off from him and he got annihilated because people said, not him. At the rate they're going right now, the number of Democrats in the House and Senate who routinely vote with big government socialists with radical values, I think when it comes home back to the people back home, they're going to repudiate them because those are not the values of most Americans, and it's not what Americans believe in.
Yep, couldn't agree.
I think he's spot on with that one. And I'm actually one who was almost have never really agree with Newt Gingrich's stances on things, but he is an astute politician and usually fairly correct when it comes to his political predictions when he shoots them straight down the middle. You know what? Yeah, let's just play a. I actually wanted to review because the entire body cam footage is about 34 minutes, and I wanted to go through it bit by bit on Sunday because I want to get Tito and Mr. O's and Saul's input on it as well. But this is news. It is actually breaking news. So let's review some of this body cam footage. I'll get some. I'll clip farm with this segment, and maybe we can do a round robin on this on the Sunday Live panel. But let's get ready for some laughs, and whether you like it or not, man, Keisha's going to Keisha.
She got your ass.
On July 27, 2025, Olympic sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson was arrested at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, and the reason shocked the sports world. Surveillance cameras caught her shoving and pushing her boyfriend, fellow sprinter Christian Coleman. And now we have the exclusive body cam footage of the moment police took her into custody. You're about to see it all unfiltered.
I had it's really my bag. You need to see it. This one that got canceled. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. I have to get my special bag. Is there anything else that you could let me know? Because now that you have these officers involved, is there anything I need to?
Yeah, why don't you come talk to me over here? Come talk to me over here.
Hello, hi. So we're in a relationship. I will no longer mess with him or what he had going on. He has some stuff in his bag. I just need to get out of my bag.
Okay.
My iPad, some clothes. I can stick it out, put it in my suitcase, brought his bag back. That's pretty much it. But we have a relationship, this, kind of thing going on right now. But yeah, exactly. But I brought his bag back. I took all of my belongings out. I would leave him alone. You don't have to worry about me. I have a flight coming up for myself. Like I said, I'm on the phone right now. I have all of my belongings, but you don't have to worry about me while I'm in the airport with him at all. I just have to get my belongings
Do you have
out.
your ID on you? And boarding pass by chance?
Yeah. Do you need my ID for what? If you don't mind me asking.
Investigating a possible assault.
Assault?
That's
Oh,
what
Christian,
not
I
by him.
assaulted you.
Hey. Listen.
Chris, I assaulted you.
Yeah, you assaulted him. What's goofy is, yo, you're in an airport. They got it all on camera. Why do you think they over there talking to you? Gaslighting right from the gate. I actually do want to go through this whole joint on Sunday. And the National Choir Storm said, I don't feel sorry for simps that enable bad behavior or disrespect for Keisha. Yeah, I mean, I saw the apology that she posted first, like earlier today. I downloaded it. I just haven't posted it to the community tab yet. I didn't know that there was footage out, the body cam footage. So if you read the apology first, you're like, okay, she's taking some accountability. I didn't even see her personal apology that she did on her social media. And then I saw people review. Who did I see? I saw AC. Saw AC reviewing the body cam footage. And I was like, yo, that apology is trash. Like, she literally tries to get him locked up several times and then tells the cops that she's in an abusive relationship and essentially insinuating that he beats her. Like, all in real time. It's crazy. Lord of Brooklyn said, if Christian didn't have a Nike contract before, he better have one now. I believe Nike and the Olympic team are managing this. So do I. I mean, on that. But yeah, for him they're arresting, but for him not pressing charges and like not making a public stink about it, because she's a cash cow for a couple of these brands. Like, they got a lot of money invested into her. Yeah, he should parlay himself out a sneaker deal or something, but they should, you know what I'm saying, for him playing ball and keep it quiet, because he could potentially ruin her with this. But I'm with everybody else saying is like, they equal. If this was a man, he would have lost all his sponsorships immediately. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander, as they say. The National Choir Storm, he said, I said this on my community post today. Sha'Carri Richardson is a damn shapeshifter. Yo, that is one of the archetypes of Keisha. She act all damn friendly and feminine to the white cops, but a whole demon when they are in the house. Tell them, Clay.
Shit, boy. Think I'm gonna be the scapegoat for the whole damn machine? Shit.
Clarence is gonna...
Shit, as far as the federal money's concerned, he's everything. The faucet, the goose. Oh, goose. The one that lays them golden eggs. Major crimes. Shit. They gonna come talk to me about money laundering in West Baltimore? Shit. Looking forward to working with you.
Shouldn't you be dead to me?
Shit. I took took it easy on you, son.
Pie in the sky.
Shit, partner. And it's your people up in my shit. Not no feds, not no safe people from Annapolis. It's motherfuckers from my own city. For all that profile, shit, partner, you should be paying me a fee. Maurice Doby? For governor of my state? Shit.
Hell yeah. All right, let's wait, I got some more comments in the chat. What up, chat? Yeah, they took everything from Jonathan Majors, No News Podcast. He said if she had footage on him, yeah, she said she has footage of him being abusive. Facts. If she had footage of him being abusive, it would have come out after that, and she would have got out of jail. Whole facts. And any woman who uplifts her weak apology or applaud her for being quote unquote brave is they're all friggin' short bus. They're all friggin' short bus. Well, let's go.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm just making
It's
sure.
not him that reported it, or one of the TSA folks reported
Oh, one of the TSA people, because I can definitely have evidence of him assaulting me if possible.
There's cameras everywhere.
Okay, but like I said, yes, I do. My name is Shakira Richardson. I do have my.
Yeah, because I definitely have evidence of him assaulting me if possible. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I would definitely leave him alone. There's nothing that I want to do with him anymore. Like I said, it was a relationship thing. I need to get my stuff out of his bag.
Are you guys on the same flight? Or?
We are later on in the day because our flight ended up getting delayed. We supposed to be leaving around this time of day, but the flight got canceled, so the flight doesn't leave until 10 p.m. ish.
Okay.
So yeah, if you don't mind, can I step over here so I can show my ID?
That's fine.
Awesome, thank you. Hi, Sissy. So you hear me, right? So this is the position that Christian told me to put me into, okay?
There you go, right there. This is the position. Yeah, because she on the phone with somebody that Christian put me in. Flat out lying. Because we seen the tapes. So that's crazy that she lying on him in real. She doing everything to get to ruin this boy's career in real time, bro.
He's a coward, and I don't want anything to do with him at this point going forward. My name is Shakira Richardson. Have no problem with letting you know who I am. Haven't put my hands on him. We had an argument. I will be honest about that. An argument, and that's pretty much it. The argument, pretty much, he's a liar.
Pretty much, he's a liar. Irvin Reed said it's always them ending their sentences like questions. Quiet Storm said, keep in mind, this body cam was said before he did the press conference. So he was defending her after she tried numerous times here to put him in jail by lying. Facts. Yo, is it me? Like, bro, why is it now that every Keisha, even the hoodest Keisha, it's got a Valley Girl accent that they like shift in and out of? Like, that wasn't a thing back in the day. You actually used to make fun of they'd actually used to even make fun of white girls with Valley Girl accents. You understand what I'm saying? Like that, it used to be like a joke. You know what I'm saying? But no black girls might have talked, proper, well-spoken English, but they didn't have Valley Girl accents. Like even white people laughed at white girls with Valley Girl accents back in the day. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's 90s, early 2000s. Do you know what I'm saying? It always used to be like a parody when you put on the Valley Girl, white girl accent. And like, bro, every hood Keisha you on TikTok, they all got like this Valley Girl accent, even like the hood ones. And those shapes shift in and out of it. He said, I'll be honest about that. F photos 3 or 4s all day. I heard that. Okay, yeah, it's not just me, right? And that's the funny thing about them with the Valley Girl accents is funny to me because it used to be a joke, a chick with a Valley Girl accent. Like there were chicks from the Valley, they really talk like that. But that's all in movies and everything. Even white people made fun of girls with Valley Girl accents. He said, "Yeah, I hear these fake ass Valley Girl voice every day, but I tell them no, I'm good or not interested." That Valley Girl accent turned New York real quick. Yeah, whole fact though. New York or like that or gutter Philly, like gutter Philly slang is brutal, bro. Like a chick with a gutter Philly accent, you just be like, oh. If she's super bad, sometimes it's sexy, but like gutter Philly bros, man, they got filthy
He
mouth.
lied about a couple things that's personally, just in a relationship. I pretty much officers can understand what a relationship is about, but he lied. He's a liar. And that was something that I kind of just grasped, and emotionally, I'm just like, bet you do your thing, but you're asking me for things that is within my possession, and for my right, I don't have to give it to you because it's in my possession. But when it comes to the point that I saw that he chose to make it more about the police and things of that nature, that showed that he made a choice. So I just want to be more professional.
He didn't call the police on you. TSA made that call from the camera. They watching in the cameras. You assault this dude and the bystanders. He ain't called the cops on you. Matter of fact, I don't know if they're gonna show when they're actually there questioning him. He's doing everything to make sure that she don't get arrested. He even lies and says she didn't hit him.
And just come professionally and let you know, like, hey, relationship thing, have no problem,
so
and walking up to you guys.
It's not
I'm
legal
not
to
hiding.
argue.
Right.
Right.
Mhm.
Was there any type of physical assault?
No, I didn't touch him. He didn't touch me. I will be honest.
Hit him with anything?
No, I haven't hit him with
Headphones,
anything.
nothing like that?
Not at all. He had headphones that were mine, and I just grabbed them headphones, but not physically. If you would like to ask me, you can ask him. But I don't want
Oh, she got a tongue piercing. I see it.
anything.
I just want to get your side.
Okay,
So that's why
absolutely.
I'm
You can
asking
ask him whatever you need to ask him. But yeah, you're a coward.
That's crazy. You're a coward. This body cam footage makes her look like a horrible person, bro. Like just no rat. It just makes her look like a horrible, self-centered, vindictive, conniving, vicious person. It really does. She's a whole like 5'1", like what, 125 pounds. He's a coward. Like I don't know if y'all seen the. I mean, I'm sure everybody has seen the footage of her pushing him. Like she's trying to walk away and get away, and the more he doesn't engage, the more violent she becomes. Yo, the best thing dude did for himself is not lose his cool. Because if he had actually fought back during the pushing, they both be in jail, and they probably would have just put it all on him.
Is it Shikari?
Shakari.
Shikari.
Thank you so much, Sherry.
Hey, Shikari. What's your phone number for you?
Not, and like I said, I didn't have a problem cooperating because, like I said, it was some relationship stuff. So that's why I came up.
Do you
and everything.
give your boarding pass by chance? Just so I can just take a photo of that. Just to
Absolutely,
document.
yes. And you can contact me whenever you need to. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
Not my boarding pass. That is public. Right here.
Perfect.
This is my boarding pass.
So this is the one that got delayed?
So this is, I want to say.
Okay, I see from this angle because I've seen a couple different angles. So they're questioning both of them at the same time. So this is the body cam footage from one of the cops that's questioning her, and I think they be jump clipping between the footage because I saw one with them all questioning him, and he was just cool. He was like, "Nah, she ain't do nothing. Everything cool." He even says that she didn't push him or attack.
My original one and this one.
That's your new one?
No, this is my original one, and this is the one that got delayed. And then the new one, I think, is in my personal one. But you can take a picture, and I'll look for you for the new one if you don't mind me.
Yeah, I
looking.
appreciate it. I appreciate it, yeah.
Absolutely. No problem. Hey, Cynthia, are you on the phone with me? Okay, yeah, the officers, they're just listening, taking my side of the story. You're on the phone, everything is just going smooth as possible. I'm looking at my boarding pass right now. I don't think I have it, but they moved my flight to 10 p.m. If you don't mind. I don't think I just physically have it, but you can take a picture. I don't mind at all.
So last year, are you heading back to Florida?
Yes. No. I'm heading to Eugene, Oregon.
Oh, okay. I can probably find it this way.
Yeah, you can find it
it's
that way.
Just to kind of document what's
No,
going
please. Please document everything. I have no problem with you documenting anything. And I'm going to do my part so you can do your best, document everything. I would never. I would never say this. If I ever talk to him again, honest, please stop it. If I ever talk to him again,
Yo, she talking mad trash to him there because the cops is there. She used to doing what the Keishas or any female, really, for that matter, be doing in a domestic. Oh, I just caught that, Saul. Saul said, Bishop Shikari. He said she trying to clean it up. I mean, it's Shikari. She trying to clean it up like it's Shikari, like Carrie, more Becky. She trying to Beckyize her name. I peeped that. Okay, I see what you're saying. She said she talking to them like they fans that happen to be cops. Oh no. She about to find out the hard way. Cause she thinks she not getting arrested. That's why she talking all reckless to the boy Christian. As soon as they put the cuffs on her, she gonna be like, Christian, you're not gonna do nothing. After she just said, I'm never gonna speak to you again. You're a coward. Quiet Storm said, hey, stay away from Keisha. Hashtag AC.
you punch me in my face. I will never, ever talk to him again. I will never do it to him again.
Look, see, I will never talk to him again. You're done. Cause she thinks she not getting arrested yet, and she thinking maybe something gonna happen to him.
Oh, hi. How are you doing, sir?
Well, I'm doing all right.
I'm good.
Okay.
But I had to put down. I'm so sorry you're grabbing me right now.
Oh, Eugene, Oregon is headquarters of Night. So that's an extra hurt piece.
Yep, you're under arrest.
I'm under arrest right now. Christian, are you serious right now? Okay.
Christian, are you serious right now? I thought you wasn't talking to you no more. She really think that he's getting her arrested. He ain't called the cops on her.
Assault for DV.
I didn't assault him though.
We have you on video.
I literally we were having an argument. I'm not resisting, so you don't have to harder. Christian, are you serious right now?
So, man, in Washington State, he doesn't get a say in this.
But I understand we were arguing. But I understand entirely. We were arguing.
Bro, so it's so good the camera shows him trying to be non-confrontational and basically trying to walk away. I think if he had just nudged her a little bit, bro, they would have arrested his ass. No News says small head theory. Yo, every woman I've met with a tiny head has been crazy. There might be some truth to that small head theory.
Shit. Got your ass.
Yo, that shit is funny as shit. Oh man, y'all think it's funny. Small head theory. Said especially Keisha. Regular Dragnet, yeah, just the facts, man. Actually should get that drop. Just the facts, man. So said she gonna fuck him over. They hop on another. Oh hell yeah! Somebody else made the statement that even though he really didn't have no part in the arrest or anything else like this, if he stays with her, she's gonna low plot try to destroy his career. Even though he didn't have anything to do with the arrest, even though she's the aggressor. The very fact that she couldn't get the case thrown on him right there, she's going to stay with him if he lets her stay, and then watch. Like, his career is going to get fucked up. Like, with the Olympics or something like that, he's going to lose. She, like, just on some narcissist payback shit. She's going to play the long game on him. He said, I hope bro don't live with her. Better change the locks ASAP. No, I mean, and it was a female that actually said that was reviewing the video. And he was like, if he's going to be, basically, if he sees the body cam footage of her trying to put the case on him, basically, like I said, This isn't like a regular domestic. They're both world-class athletes and Olympians. Do you know what I'm saying? And she knows he didn't do anything to her. And she was trying to put a fake case on him. That could just ruined him forever. And like I said, this dude isn't an every dude. So this is an Olympian, and you still get the same Keisha. You still get the same Keisha. Facts, this is his Travis Hunter get away from Keisha for free card moment. Hope he uses it. I mean, I think the general consensus is Travis gets what he gets at this point. He deserves it. This guy, yeah, man. We'll see how he responds to the internet. But yeah, like if he stays long term and something goofy happens, man, I mean that shit's on him.
Okay, I'm not gonna resist, but I'm telling you that we was arguing. I didn't assault him. I didn't do anything wrong. But the fact that you guys are doing this to me and he's a man in this situation, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna comply. I am. I'm not gonna argue with you at all. But you have me on camera, but at the same time, what he has on camera, I have my phone, shows something different. So if I need to show that, I will.
We have your cameras all around here.
Okay, but I have my phone that shows something different.
I'm just letting you know what's
Christian, thank you, Christian.
Don't talk to him right now.
Okay, I won't. Thank you so much. Well, are y'all gonna arrest him? I'm gonna arrest him. Okay, I'm gonna press charges on him. Because this right here, I feel like it's completely unacceptable. We had an argument as in a relationship. And y'all didn't think to put hands on me, but y'all saw me put hands on him. So, okay. So, am I going to jail? Who's going to bail me out? Are you serious right now? Please. Can I please make a call to my family right now? Are you serious? Can I make a case or a protest for me? Are you serious, Christian? Oh my gosh, right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, okay. Who will I be able to call right now? Any numbers that I know? Okay, thank you so much. So when y'all let me go, can I call and start fighting on you? If possible. But because I have me on camera, y'all arrested me, correct? And y'all didn't even listen to my side of the story. Y'all just listened to me, correct? So I don't want to hear that part of the story. Because I have proof that, and if everything, okay, I'm not even a real, I'm not resisting. I just feel like this is crazy.
Yo, that's crazy that y'all know all the AC lines like that. Regulators, cuff that Keisha. That's mad funny. Y'all know all the lines like that, bro.
Off by a shot.
All right, Jakifa KFC Ida. I heard you're looking for a new car today.
Mm-hmm. You know your girl needs a new ride.
Well, we do not accept EBT, so get the fuck out.
I didn't even listen to the woman side of the story, but y'all accepted that it was on video. No, I haven't had any rice read to me at all. Please don't read me my rice. I feel like, do I have to stay in jail for the night? Are you telling me that? I have to go to jail for the night? Do I have money if I can bail out tonight? Can I bail out tonight? No, I have to stay in jail for the night? Are you kidding me right now? I have to go to jail tonight? I'm not arguing. I'm just asking questions.
Y'all write your name down.
Can I get out tomorrow?
Stop doing that. That's the name of Florida.
Okay. I'm just asking, yes. Can I get this? I'm in a domestic violent relationship. I'm in a domestic violent relationship and y'all captured me. I can show you proof of me being in a domestic violent relationship. And he won't even come out here enough to help.
That's her secretly trying to put a case on him. I'm in a domestic violence relationship. I can show you stuff on my phone while she tried doing dirty. He beats me. Yo, that's crazy, bro. And she doing it while he's not in earshot. So she getting arrested trying to put a case on him. And she's getting arrested because she's actually assaulting him in public.
help me. Do you have anything underneath this? No, I just have a bra. I just have a bra on.
You have a
Thank you.
property form?
Okay.
Not out. Yeah, I got one.
Okay. Who would I have to call to get out of jail? I just have a bra. It's not meant that. Like, I don't have a bra. Who would I have to call to get out of jail? What?
So for DD.
So I have to stay
At the
overnight?
checkpoint.
Can I just call anybody? Yes.
On again,
So
off
would I be
again,
able to
boyfriend.
call? I don't know. I'm not lying.
Interviewed him and
I don't know my letting you go ahead and say, hey, this is the number I need.
you want to take your cash with you?
Okay. Thank you.
You want to take your cash with you to jail?
Yes. Can I bail myself out?
You got to see a judge first.
I have to see a judge. Like, I can't even bail myself out. Can he say that I wasn't being domestic? Like, we had an argument as a relationship. Okay, I'm not resisting. I promise you. I promise you. I don't have anything.
So she trying to put a case on him, and at the same time asking him to ask him for the cops to ask him to clear her so she don't get arrested. So she's trying to put a case on him, plus have him help her not get arrested. Yo, that's crazy.
In my pocket. I'm just asking. If he says that I wasn't being domestic, y'all still are going to arrest me no matter what, correct?
Yes.
Y'all still going to arrest me. So I have to stay in jail overnight tonight because of him? And he's not going to come and bail me out?
I want to put your ID back in here.
Okay, I just have a question. Can I get bailed out tonight?
Not tonight.
So I have to stay in jail tonight? Are you serious right now?
Yeah, I got to see a judge in the morning.
Please, like he can tell you that we were arguing. I'm not resisting. Please do whatever you gotta do. I'm not resisting. But can he tell you that we were arguing? Like, can he come in here and tell you that we were arguing? Like, does that help me at all?
Storm said lose all her brand deals, lose all her endorsements, and ban her from the Olympics forever. Same as, Jonathan Majors treatment. Hashtag equality.
Shit, boy. Think I'm gonna be the scapegoat for the whole damn machine? Shit.
Clarence is gonna.
Shit, as far as the federal money's concerned, he's everything. The faucet, the goose.
Oh, goose.
The one that lays them golden eggs.
Major crimes. Shit. They gonna come talk.
Are you serious?
That's all right. That's it.
Please, I have a question. Does that help at all that if he come out and say we were arguing? Okay, I'm not resisting, please. Whatever you gotta do. But can he come and say that we were arguing, like we're in a relationship? We had a argument. Carrie. Can he come and say that we were arguing? Like, that's what I'm asking. Like, we were arguing. We were never just relationship. Like, I know y'all understand that. But I have to go to jail tonight. Like, even if I bail out and he says that he's not even out here.
We don't have any discretion about that. The judge says we have to go to jail and we have to see a judge.
Are you serious? Like, I have work, like everything. We're in a relationship. We had an argument, and that's how y'all gonna treat me. He's not even out here. Can y'all talk to him? But I'm going to jail. Are you serious? I'm not pushing. I'm not resisting. I don't have anything on.
I know. I just have to check.
I don't have anything on. You can say everything. I'm not resisting at all. He can't come out here. Are you serious?
You guys have a chance to talk.
Are you serious, ma'am? We had an argument. I'm not resisting.
She said, yes, I am. I am serious. The crazy part about all this is she's trying to get them to get him to help her, while at the same time trying to put a case on this nigga lying. Yo, Keisha, do you dirty, kids?
Can y'all just talk to me as a person? I would legit leave him alone. Like, I won't go nowhere near him, please.
We don't have that discretion on this call.
I'm asking you. I haven't done anything but argue with my boyfriend.
We have you.
I had a boyfriend. We had an argument.
I understand that. However,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is how she really talks. I think she's got a, what is it? Her internet persona is like that Jasmine Crockett persona. I mean, you got to think about it. She's in the Olympics. She's been an athlete, like an elite athlete, the majority of her life. That implies good schools and stuff like that. I think she actually really does talk like this.
I have a car. I had a layover. Are you serious right now? Are you dead ass right now? And I have to stay in jail overnight for this?
You have to see a
I
judge.
can't even bail out tonight.
Correct.
Can I at least pay for bail? I cannot bail out. Can I at least take the clothes off in the back seat, please? I'm not gonna.
Honestly, she got like shocked white girl. She sound like a shocked white girl. She really do. She sound like a shocked Karen.
Is this y'all?
Is your name Miss Richardson?
My name is Shakari Richardson.
Do you have any weapons on you?
No, I don't have anything. You can take my hat off. I don't have anything on me.
So I'm just giving you a transport vehicle.
Can you please take these off?
Unfortunately not, ma'am.
I'm not a criminal.
I know you're not, but
I'm
unfortunately
not a criminal. I had an argument with my boyfriend.
Can you take a seat in the car, please?
You know what? I'm not resisting y'all. I was in the car. This is crazy. Y'all not even listening to me. I do. You want me to take it off? It's not a weapon. Like, I'm not resisting. I had to argue with my boyfriend. Can y'all please just listen to me as a person? It's scary.
You have to go ahead and.
It's crazy. Are you serious right now? Because I'm arguing with my boyfriend.
All of her stuff? Trespass? Talk to him. Miss Richardson. So no, one thing, just one thing. One thing. I just want you to know. So they searched you out here, okay? Once we go to the jail facility, they're gonna search you again. If there's anything that they missed, it might be considered a
I don't have anything on me but my corset. I'm letting you know right now. I have shoes on and my corset. I don't have any
weapons.
weapons
Out,
or
okay? I just need
anything.
you to just be calm. For me, I know it's a bad
Fair.
situation.
My boyfriend
I
was
wasn't
taking me to
there.
jail.
I'm just gonna try and help you.
Y'all gonna take me to jail because I argue with my.
Transport, I got it. Yes, sorry, no, I was over there dealing with the other thing. No, it's all good. All good.
Yeah, she was tough as shit when she knew old boy wasn't going to hit her back, right? She sound like a stressed out Becky, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. I haven't watched these draws all the way through. I watched most of AC's reaction to her earlier.
One second, I'm gonna hear you out. I promise, okay?
I know you are, but I'm still in jail. So I had an argument with my boyfriend.
And just a reminder, okay? I'm pretty sure they read your Miranda rights. Okay.
You heard her? Nobody's arresting him. He said she did everything but offer Brad some head. He was wild.
Not arguing. Like, I'm not
Oh man.
Can I just go out of jail tonight at least minimum?
You might be able to. I'm not sure what the charges. Yeah. One second.
I'm not resisting.
Yes, ma'am.
I won't go anywhere near.
Unfortunately, in this state, if it's anything related to domestic violence, which I don't know what
Let's be nice. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
Yeah.
I just want to be bail out tonight. That's all.
And there's a chance you might be able to. I don't control the bail schedule. Okay. I'll help you out as much as I can with any questions you have. Yes, ma'am.
That's all I ask. I'm not resisting. I haven't resisted anybody. I just want to get bail out tonight. That's all. I have the money too, and I can just be, as long as I get my call.
You talking about AC? I watched like half of it. It was hilarious in and of itself. You know, AC King of the one-liners and shit.
Stand by.
Thank you. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for listening. I'm not resisting. I don't want to start any commotion. I just want to be able to bail out tonight. That's all.
Hey, just confirming score, right? I missed everything. Okay, just want to double check. Sounds good, sir. Thanks. Bye. I'm gonna help you out. I just have to do this one. No, you're not. Not by any chance. It starts. I do. I can hand you one as soon as I swing by. Yes, sir. All right. They have one transport. One female adult to score. Starting miles is 106.
Okay, I see everybody's got like the edited one. This is the full body cam.
100%.
Okay, so there's a couple versions of this going around then from the different body cams. I guess they edited them together. Like the one for the boyfriend and the one for her. Yeah, she's crying in the car. All right, so this is just the one cop's body cam, and this is the car I guess that took her to jail. Oh wait, that's her crying in the back.
I'll try and get clarification for you as much as I can. Okay, once we're in there. I unfortunately am just a lowly police officer. I don't control that. Were you in town for visiting or anything like that? Or?
I was lay over here.
Okay.
I was laying when I was supposed to be going to Eugene.
So she is in the back crying.
I have business at Eugene. I lay over here. That's all. I don't know what to annoy you.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yes, sir.
She sound like a little kid.
I understand my part. I just know you do your job. I thank you for letting me know. Actually, my boss, I get that. I just know what you
Yep, absolutely. And then over here, I don't know if they explained it to you. So this little piece of paper right here,
Yes, sir.
it's going to go with your property.
Okay.
What it says is, I know you had luggage and other things,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So you'll be able to reclaim all that,
Okay.
right, once you get out.
Okay.
And all you have to do.
I just look at boy and I come what you're doing.
What you can.
Yeah, she's really in the back of the. She's crying like a little kid, cuz. You hear this shit?
I'll give you some fresh air, okay? Yes, ma'am. I'll help you out with as much information.
I understand I do your job, but I promise you I just argue with my boyfriend. That's all. That's all. It's just like in a car, like you home, like you're sitting in the car, like
Yeah. Yo, she's back there crying like a little kid, bro. That shit's crazy. Like she really caught a case or some shit. Oh shit. Oh man. All right, so then the joints I've been seeing with everybody, those are edited joints. I guess they done cut and pasted a couple different body cam joints together because that's all from one dude's whatchamacallit. All right, screw it then. Let's I don't think we got enough time for a body number segment because today's body number segment is long. Let's do a little bit of this Victor David Henson and call it a night. I already did midterms redistricting. Yeah, let's just do this last one. Call it a wrap. And this is more political analysis than actual current events news. But this is my guy, Victor David Hanson. One of the great minds of our time. at least when it comes to history, politics, and what have you. And one of the few to actually get it right when it came to the Trump administration and the rise of the populist. Uh, and I believe me and Obsidian actually reviewed uh, some commentary by Victor Davis about 2 weeks ago. But this is Democrats betrayed democracy to stop Trump, and I like what I heard of it. I liked his take on this, and this is just more some political analysis.
The left in general does. They are saving democracy from Donald Trump. That justifies almost any means necessary to achieve the end of destroying or preventing Donald Trump from governing effectively. The problem with all of this is they are destroying democracy to destroy Donald Trump. James Carville.
Facts. So I got it right though. He said, yeah, they still handling her with kid gloves, and she's the abuser. 100%. And I think her what's the word? Diminutive size has a part to do with it too. Like she's tiny. I wasn't expecting to hear her crying she's crying like a little kid in the back of the car. Like those is real. Those are child tears.
Shit. Got your ass.
Storm said those jailbird tears taste good.
All right, Jakifa KFC Ida. I heard you're looking for a new car today.
Mm-hmm. You know your girl needs a new ride.
Well, we do not accept EBT, so get the fuck out.
Said that they have to get tougher. That's the new man. They got to get tougher. Got to get meaner. Hikem Jeffrey.
These fuckers removed my shit from the stage. There we go.
James Carville said that they have to get tougher. That's the new man. They got to get tougher. Got to get meaner. Hikem Jeffries picks up this baseball bat. Cory Booker screams and yells and throws a fit about every 3 weeks in the Senate. But you can see the anger. And now the new idea is that they haven't been tough enough. In fact, the opposite is true, everybody. You have been the most vicious and the most abject subverters of democracy, all for the short-term gain of destroying Donald Trump. Hello, this is Victor Davis Hanson for the Daily Signal. The Democrats have a new narrative, the left in general does, that they are saving democracy from Donald Trump. And that...
There you go, right off the gate. That's why I'm covering this. Because that is a common talking point that is being repeated. That's their new talking point for them to stay on messaging. You'll hear it all across mainstream media, primarily CNBC, CNN, MSNBC. You'll hear it from all of the Democratic Party leaders, anyone that's on a camera. And this is a fine piece of analysis with regard to that talking point.
That justifies almost any means necessary to achieve the end of destroying or preventing Donald Trump from governing effectively. The problem with all of this is they are destroying democracy to destroy Donald Trump. What do I mean? One of the issues that they are agitating is the redistricting of congressional districts in Texas, in California now. And the general problem the left has is if you look at gerrymandering to make these jigsaw puzzle piece-like districts, the left is way ahead of the right. In other words, states that have proportions of 30 to 40 to 50% for Donald Trump do not have that level of representation in the Congress. And there's been sophisticated studies of gerrymandering, and it boils down to the Republicans are short some 6 to 10 seats in the House based on the proportion of the national vote they have received.
Bingo, that is important. So when Trump says they owe me 5 seats, that's what he's talking about. And the media spin is that Trump's being a tyrant and he's being go steal seats because I'm the president and they owe me that. No, it's just like what he said. The Democrats have been gerrymandering for years. The Republicans have not so much to that extent, but in terms of the percentage of votes that Trump received during this past election, based on the appropriation from the maps, he should have more seats than he has. And Victor just said he should have somewhere between 6 to 8. Trump said, I just want 5.
Democrats know that, but they're angry about the Texas reapportionment and gerrymandering. And their attitude is, we've already gerrymandered our states to the maximum. Don't dare try to emulate us. James Carville said that they have to get tougher. That's the new mantra. Got to get tougher, got to get meaner. Cory Booker screams and yells and throws a fit about every 3 weeks in the Senate. Hakeem Jeffries picks up his baseball bat. There's usually a video with the squad or representatives using the word shit or the F word, kind of pornographic. Jasmine Crockett periodically calls Donald Trump names that can't be repeated on air, but you can see the anger. And now the new idea is that they haven't been tough enough. They have been too tough. There's been 3 great scandals in the 21st century. The first was the Russian collusion hoax that was prompted by Hillary Clinton and facilitated by the Obama administration on its way out, that almost destroyed the Trump campaign, sabotaged his transition, and ate up 22 months of his first 2 years. The second was,
and that is equivalent to a coup as well as treason.
The Biden FBI and CIA, but especially the CIA and the intelligence agencies, got 51 people, former intelligence authorities, to lie to the American people on the eve of the second debate to affect the 2020 election and claim falsely that.
And that is election interference. As well as the CIA is not allowed to be conducting operations on U.S. soil. That is the purview of the FBI.
Donald Trump was lying about the laptop of Biden, Hunter Biden, that it was fake, that it was a Russian production, and Donald Trump then was colluding again with the Russians. That was a complete lie. It was Hunter's laptop, we know, because the FBI had it in its possessions and authenticated. And finally, the great scandal that the Democratic Party and the obsequious media knew that Joe Biden was non compos mentis. He was not cognitively able to fulfill the office of the presidency, and they kept that from the American people until they could no longer keep it when he finally challenged Donald Trump to a debate and melted before our very eyes, sort of like the Wicked Witch and the Wizard of Oz. He melted into a non-entity. So my point is that if you look at the Democrats, they have staged 3 great scandals to try to destroy the Trump administration and, by extension, democracy. They impeached Donald Trump twice. No one's ever done that. They tried him as a private citizen.
Are you catching this? If you were taking notes, we're up to like 10 or 11 things right now that are either treasonous, a threat to the Constitution, a coup on the executive branch, collusion between federal agencies with policing power against U.S. citizens and a sitting president.
And nobody's ever done that. They raided his home in Mar-a-Lago. That is a terrible precedent for an ex-president. No one has ever done that. They tried to get him off the ballot in 25 states. No one had ever done that. There were 2 assassination attempts during the campaign. That had never happened before. They tried to debank him and make it impossible for Donald Trump to write a check, whether from Morgan Stanley or Bank of America or any bank. So my point is this: when James Carville says we're going to get tough, we're going to get really tough, and we're going to let in Puerto Rico and Washington, D.C. to get 4 senators, or we might have to pack the court to 13. Justice, I'm thinking, well, you always were going to do that. You were going to pack to 15. In fact, if you had not lost the House and Senate during the Biden administration, had you had a normal president that was in control of his mental and physical abilities, then you would have not only packed the court and not only, as you promised, let in 2 states, but in addition, you would have gotten rid of the Electoral College by the hook and crook of the National Voter Compact.
Exactly. They were trying to get rid of the Electoral College as well, while at the same time they flooded sanctuary states with illegal immigrants so that the only thing that would count would be the popular vote, and they would have the popular vote locked down because they flooded the country with 20 million immigrants.
And more importantly, you would have abolished the Senate. So the problem, James Carville and Democrats, is that you have sabotaged democracy, and you've done things that no one has ever done before to an oppositional candidate, presidential transition, and president. And now you're furious because you're on the 40% side of every issue that's dear to you, from the trans issue to the border issue to the crime issue to the Green New Deal issue to foreign policy. And you have no political power. You don't have the White House, you don't have the Congress, you don't have the Supreme Court. And your institutional power, the media, academia, the foundation, they are under assault. And so you're
Bingo. He's put all those are all the pieces on the board. Good job, Victor. Those are all the pieces on the board, and they've all been whittled away to a minor position on the board. And we've had a hand in a good portion of that, especially with the media, academia, and public sentiment with regard to the Democratic Party. Manosphere proper and the Black manosphere doing our part with stripping away. I'm going to say 30% of the Black male vote. I'm going to say 30.
You're frustrated, and you've created this completely false narrative that you have to get tough, and you've been very Marcus of Queensberry rules like. In fact, the opposite is true, everybody. You have been the most vicious and the most abject subverters of democracy, all for the short-term gain of destroying Donald Trump. And now that's boomeranging upon you, and you don't like to see it happen to you what you tried to do to Donald Trump. And there's a whole vocabulary cross-culturally for what is happening to you now. It's called payback is a blank, karma, boomerang, do unto others, you should do unto you, only eye for an eye, tooth for tooth. But this is called retribution, and it's fully earned for what you've done to democracy, as long as it's legal and it's necessary. But you're angry because you're impotent, and you created false narratives that Donald Trump is doing what you have actually done. What is that? Destroying democracy. Thank you very much. This is
Bingo. Spot on. And if you've been paying attention, boys and girls, that is, in a nutshell, the argument we've been making here ad nauseum for quite some time, or at least the series of arguments we've been making here ad nauseum for quite some time. Well played. All right, gentlemen, that is my time for the evening. Thanks for coming by, supporting the stream, hanging out with me, going through some news. I believe we have Obsidian on tomorrow evening at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard. I'll confirm with him in the morning. Once again, man, thanks everybody for hanging out with me. That is the MTV News Desk, man. Monday through Friday except Thursday, unless otherwise stated. Let me clear this out of here. All right. That being said, man, couldn't do it without you. I appreciate you guys, and as always, I want to say good night and good luck.
Shit, boy. Think I'm gonna be the scapegoat for the whole damn machine? Shit.
Clarence is gonna...
Shit, as far as the federal money's concerned, he's everything. The faucet, the goose.
Oh, goose.
The one that lays them golden eggs. Major crimes.
Shit. They gonna come talk to me about money laundering in West Baltimore? Shit.
Looking forward to working with you.
Shouldn't you be dead to me? Shit. I took it easy on you, son.
Pie in the sky.
Shit, partner. And it's your people up in my shit. Not no feds, not no safe people from Annapolis. It's motherfuckers from my own city. For all that profile? Shit, partner, you should be paying me a fee. Maurice Doby? For governor of my state? Shit.
Sorry. Hey, where's Stewie? That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. Okay, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter.
There it is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean, to play us out? To end the show?
Yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today, and we'll leave you with a... I can't do it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Stewie Griffin. Thanks for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.